What's up, guys? Ian here, coach of your Ladner Lanturn, bringing you guys our Week 4 match in Hive, taking on R from the Real Magikarp. I'm assuming he's ready because I asked him when he's ready to. Yeah, he's ready. Okay, so we do see the Galvantula. No Ferrothorn. Suicune, Mienshao, Galvantula, Claydol. I'm very surprised to see actually, and then Zardex, Sylveon, Mewtwo. So, I probably overthought it with Ferrothorn, but this is fine, I think. I don't remember what my lead was going to be against this Galvantula. Yeah, I'm not really sure where I want to go with this one. I could just lead Beedrill. It's really not a bad lead against anything. So I'm going to do that. I'm just going to lead Beedrill. Okay. This is an odd game right now. I definitely expected something else. Like I really expected the Ferrothorn here, but I guess Victinium is maybe too much. Lele looks a lot better against this team than a team with Ferrothorn. Galvantula's like the biggest issue, I think. Mienshao's probably the Scarfer. Claydol is the only possible rocker. Also could be a spinner in this game. Most likely probably has spin, maybe Ice Beam. Spin, Ice Beam, Earth Power, or Earthquake or something. And Rocks. That would be my guess for the Claydol set. Sylveon could definitely be a Wish Passer. Okay, Mienshao is the lead, so I'm expecting this to U-turn. Scarf Rock Slide or something could be pretty annoying. Or Stone Edge. Yeah, I don't really need to calc that, because that's no attack, Mienshao. So I'm expecting the U-turn. I'm just going to go Crobat, and then I will U-turn on the Galvantula that comes in. It's actually the Stone Edge play, so Crobat probably ate the Stone Edge anyways. Yeah, I did. But knowing that it's Stone Edge, I'm actually just going to Brave Bird here. And I'll sack off the Crobat for killing the Mienshao, which I think I'm okay with. Crobat could have been useful for a few other things, but now I get my Beedrill in again. Actually, Felstinger might be really clutch here because of the Claydol. I didn't really anticipate Claydol to come, but it's just kind of fodder for Felstinger at a certain point. Alternative play for me there was going Terrakion, and that was a much more defensive play. If he missed, I was in a really good spot. And if he had hit the first one, I would have gone Terrakion the second time to get up Rocks. I still do value Rocks in this matchup, for sure, without a doubt. Galv comes in, which means what? What does it mean for me? There's no chance there's two rockers, right? No chance. This is probably Sash. And it's probably speed tying Terrakion anyways. The question is, do I go Serp? No, I don't go Serp. I never go Serp. I Mega, I U-turn, and I go into Lanturn. And I click Toxic. Or Volt Switch, doesn't really matter. If this is Sash. If it's not Sash, it's dying. And if it's Scarf, then, I mean, props, I guess. I'm really not anticipating Scarf. If it's Scarf Thunder, that would be really obnoxious. It won't kill me, but it would be obnoxious, because if he gets the Para, then I'm in a really tough spot. I've had a lot of games against Galvantula recently, and the teams that I build, like the teams that I draft and build, just tend to be really inherently weak to Galvantula. The combo of Electric Bug and Grass, and Electric Bug being Stab, is just really oppressive against most of the teams that I'm building. Beedrill is 100% my best Pokemon in this matchup right now. So I'm really hoping this isn't Scarfed. But I don't really care about scouting for it, so I'm not going to bother. This is necessary to kill the Sylveon. I'd like to get up rocks whenever I get an opportunity to. In comes the Coon, so it's definitely not Scarf. We'll see what sort of set this Coon is. 34, no Rocky Helmet. Sweet Coon. 34. It's definitely physically defensive. 34. I mean, it doesn't have to be bold, but it could be. Yeah, it's probably fully physically defensive. If I had to guess, I would say that it's probably fully physically defensive. So here's an interesting play. With lefties coming up here, I'm not going to be able to kill it with Volt Strike. I could go into Serp. I'm slightly regretting not having Toxic on Serp. Or I could go Lantern and click Toxic. The issue is if this is sub, is my Volt Switch breaking a sub? My Volt Switch should break a sub before a Calm Mind. So I'm definitely thinking about going Lantern, just getting the Toxic off. But I'm also just considering going Serp. I guess it doesn't really matter. If this is a rest set, then what? Then I'm in a really bad spot because I don't have my Taunt Crobat. Next Serp is actually my play. Because it potentially threatens this more than a Lantern would. And I actually think I Glare. Do I Glare? Yeah, I think I Glare. In case he goes Charizard and Glare is... Oh, yeah. Yes. Oh, baby. Alright. So that was a thing. And now I probably... So I can do one of two things here. I can stay in and Dragon Pulse, which is not doing that much. Or I can go hard Terrakion, which doesn't die to EQ. So I think I'm going to do that. Claydol, a little bit annoying. I mean, it relies... hold up. It relies on me hitting Stone Edge is the problem. Lantern's a bit safer, but I do think that Earthquake is probably coming out. And I can't Toxic this anymore. So what's the point of that? I died of Flare Blitz. But Beedrill revenges. I did 45. That's a lot more than I expected. Incoming Dragon Dance. Alright, alright. I mean, it's paralyzed, so... +1 attack is scary, but besides that, it's not that big of an issue. If he gets full parried here, then it's even better. He does not get full parried, and he kills himself. So that's fine, that's fine, that's fine. I mean, I'd just go Beedrill again on the double down. Or do I go Terrakion? No, I go Beedrill. So Beedrill's outspeeding Galvantula. Will I outspeed No Speed Suicune with webs up? It's bold. 206. Yes, I will. Okay. So that's good information. That means I should also outspeed the Sylveon. And it means I should also outspeed the Claydol in most cases. So as long as Galvantula is not around, then I don't have to worry about webs being up for my Beedrill. Victini, on the other hand, may not outspeed. Victini, it's not that big of a speed gap. 218. No, I will still with Victini. So that's good information. Victini is very valuable in helping me kill the Sylveon still. So the Suicune is what comes in on the double down. I just U-turn into my Lanturn. I don't know who this is, but I'm not doing that. No. I'm gonna block you. No, I don't want to report you, but I'll ignore you. So this took a lot. We know what kind of set this is. I just U-turn into Lanturn here. Protect. Okay. Protect. I still do the same thing. If it's got Protect, it probably doesn't have room for Calm Mind. Subtext Toxic is what I'm anticipating. So if it subs here, that's one thing. If it subs here, it's taking my U-turn damage and the sub damage. Volt Switch breaks the sub afterwards. Scald. Okay. I mean, I just click Toxic. Or do I click Volt Switch? Protect. I think I Volt Switch now on a potential sub. Protect Scald. If this is going to sub here, then Toxic is a waste of a turn, and it's just giving him more recovery. So if I can break the sub, I can put it in Felsinger range. I'm not sure if the Galvantula is Sash or not. I would maybe not risk it. Could be Orb, of course. But Claydol is like a prime target for Felsinger too. Well, it's got to take a little bit of chip though. I'll be slower than this Coon, so I can get a slow Volt Switch into Victini, which is not an issue. He's taking his time with this one. Protect. I think it was actually good that I showed Toxic. Yep, there's the sub, so we should be able to break this. We do indeed break it. And I get to go Beedrill, I think. I get to go Beedrill. Poison Jab might be a roll. I think Victini is actually better here, just to click Bolt Strike. With Leftovers Recovery, Poison Jab is a fat roll against this, but I can just Bolt Strike this in the face. And I honestly don't care about Claydol coming in. I'm just going to Bolt Strike again. This should still kill if he stays in. This has been put pretty low. Claydol comes in, that's fine. I just U-turn on this. Do I U-turn into Terrakion here and get up rocks? Actually, you know what? I think that's my play. Maybe it's not. No, maybe it's not. But I think going into Terrakion and clicking Mega Horn is still my play. Because then what? I get in Victini on Sylveon. 36. Let's check out the damage on that. It's pretty bulky. It's probably physically bulky. Yeah, probably physically bulky. I'm kind of anticipating Earth Power here. So Mega Horn's not actually going to kill. Do I go Lanturn instead then and click Toxic? Maybe that's my better play. Psychic. Okay, so I'm glad I didn't go Beedrill. He's got to be scared of a water move. And maybe goes Suicune. I didn't really prep for Claydol because I thought that it kind of had an unmatchup against me. I'm not actually sure why this is here. Just as a Terrakion answer. Rocks go up. Toxic misses. Classic. Classic, honestly. Okay, well, my removal options are dead, so I kind of just have to live with rocks. My god. Please hit this Toxic. It doesn't really matter to me. I don't have a water move to kill this. There we go. Thank you. And then... I mean, I really just need to wear this down into Beedrill range, and then maybe I win? Question mark? Maybe not with the Galvantula. I need to get my own rocks up. Tracheon. I'm going Tracheon, I'm getting my rocks up. I'm getting my rocks up. Hold up. He's gonna take 18% plus leftovers is 12. Is he in range? So taking 12% is at 60... 58? Should be in range of Felstinger. So I do think Rocks is my play here, actually. This should die. And that should be that. Unless the Galvantula is a second Scarfer. Which I'm not going to bother scouting. I made that mistake in week 1. And I shouldn't have bothered in week 1. I would have come out with the win in that one, obviously. And I'm not going to bother here. Because if I lose, I lose. And I need to take the risks in these games to be able to pick up wins. So, this should be the minimum roll for Felstinger here to kill, because I'm adamant. To max Claydol, and there's nothing else that could possibly be going on there. In comes the Coon. This could also just give me my Felstinger boost. Thank you. I will take those. I don't need it. To be fair, I don't need it. Because Poison Jab should Oko the Sylveon and the Galvantula. Although I would not be surprised if it was Kebia Sylveon. I'm not sure if it can live, though. That's maybe one thing I just didn't consider at all. Yeah, it doesn't... It would live with Kebia. And if it has Psyshock, it's killing me back. I'm going to get a little bit greedy and go for the Felstinger, though, still. Or is Poison Jab just better here? I don't need to get greedy, do I? I don't need to get greedy. Protect. I don't need to get greedy. Felstinger did 22 last time. I don't need to get greedy. This wins. If the Sylveon comes in, we know it's Kebia. But everything should just die. I mean, if Claydol comes in, I'm just going to Felstinger again. Galv. Safest play against the Galvantula is Poison Jab. Poison Jab, Sylveon, Felstinger, Claydol. Alright, Claydol comes in. We Felstinger again. And now Kebia Sylveon is not an issue. He's saying GG. He hasn't brought in the Galvantula, which makes me think that it's not scarfed. Yep. Alright. Perfect. Crit obviously did not matter. I had 1,000 attack. Alright, cool. I enjoyed that. That's a very clean win. Beedrill, which wasn't meant to be the win con this week, ended up being the win con. Tracheon with the really good support of having rocks. I'm guessing that was definitely Sash Galv based on the way that it was being played. So I'm glad that I went and set up the rocks. Missing the Toxic the first turn against the Claydol was kind of a yikes. And that could have been really bad if something else had happened. The Suicune set, I'm not sure what the Suicune set was. Very glad that I think this game turned around. So here's the thing, right? Mienshao wouldn't have been an issue. Even if it hits the first Stone Edge on the Crobat, I just go Tracheon, get up my rocks sooner, which maybe plays the game out a little bit differently, forces the Claydol in earlier, otherwise the Charizard is taking half damage. Charizard took a lot more from Dragon Pulse than I was expecting, so I'm not sure what my calc was saying about Serp and Dragon Pulse there. A little bit curious about that. Charizard, Dragon Dance X, Mega, Dragon Pulse. Maybe I just got a higher roll, actually. I got a 45, so I got a little bit of a higher roll on the Dragon Pulse there. Was pretty irrelevant. Grand scheme of things. The big thing was being able to glare it, because it meant that I could just stay in with Serp and just sack the Serp off. After we saw Protect on the Suicune, knowing that it wasn't a rest set, like in my mind, there's absolutely no chance that that Suicune has rest. It obviously didn't have Toxic, though. Otherwise, he would have probably wanted to Toxic the Lantern. Sucks for him that he got a Scald Burn on the Lantern, I guess, but there's not really much more he could have done there, in all honesty. Claydol Bring was a little bit weird to me. You know, it was slightly threatening to my game plan because I brought a team really weak to Claydol not prepping for it because I didn't think that it really should have come. But maybe it was his main Terrakion answer, I'm not sure. But that is going to be that for me. Hopefully you guys enjoyed our first win in Hive Kakuna, and I will catch you guys next week when we take on Seton and the Lehigh Valley Phantoms.